Ospreys, welcome to another International Insight on Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Bayla Sparks, here to give you the Inside Scoop on Inside Swoop. Law enforcement in Kathmandu opened fire on protesters, killing at least 17 and injuring 145 people. Tens of thousands of protesters surrounded the parliament building and filled the streets to protest a government ban on certain social media platforms. Facebook, X, and YouTube are a few of the companies that failed to register and allow government oversight. Protests were met with tear gas and water cannons from riot police due to the protesters far outnumbering them. Eventually, the police opened fire, killing 17 and sending many to half a dozen nearby hospitals. Protesters and rights groups alike have widely criticized government oversights on social media platforms and claim it is a tool for pushing government agendas, censorship, and limiting freedom of expression. A curfew has been put in place in the surrounding areas following the clash. Over the weekend, thousands of maintenance workers, drivers, signalers, and union members working for the London Underground began a series of strikes and scheduled walkouts, demanding a change in conditions and pay. The strikes and walkouts are expected to last through Thursday, and subsequently there are no trains expected to be running in that time frame. As the strikes began on Sunday, railway services were immediately and severely disrupted, halting the commutes for millions of Londoners each day. The company claims that the staff was offered a pay increase of 3.4%, but unions are waiting on a reduction of the working week to 32 hours. The union says that the number of workers at the Underground has decreased by 2,000 people in the last 7 years. Union members and other staff alike are feeling the effects of extreme shifts and undercoverage. The union has since reached out to the mayor to intervene and help end the dispute. And finally, Peru's Congress rejected the proposal to create an Amazon preserve for the protection of uncontacted indigenous communities on Friday. People in favor of the reserve say that without protection, the area will become vulnerable to logging, mining, and exploitation. The Federation of Ticuna and Yagua communities of the lower Amazon have been working to conduct additional studies and resubmit the proposal to the Ministry of Culture. The Yavari Mirim Indigenous Reserve would have been 2.9 million acres and been the first to protect 5 uncontacted tribes from outside world. The 5 tribes of interest are the Matses, Mati, Karubo, Kulinapano, and Flecherio. Logging concession holders, businesses, and some lawmakers objected the proposal, claiming that the reserve would block economic development and access to resources. Some have even questioned the evidence of there being uncontacted tribes in the area. Julio Kusarichi, the head of the Program for Indigenous People in Isolation and Initial Contact at AIDSEP, says that there is overwhelming evidence of tribes in the area, and he claims that this decision shows the government is putting economic activity above the rights to life and territory for these people. Well, Ospreys, that's it for this edition of Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Bayla Sparks, and I'll see you next time.